How you doing, everyone? Juan Romero here with our 10 top Switch bargains this week. I hope you had a fantastic Christmas and you're looking forward to the new year. Before we get to that though, some bargains for you to enjoy on your new year break. Don't forget though to visit www.switchwatch.net. We sell all of the eShop vouchers over there where you can buy these games on your local Nintendo eShop store. Thank you to all of our producers that continue to support us on a monthly basis. Let's get into it and begin with one of my favorite Metroidvanias. Ori and the Blind Forest, an absolutely beautiful game, winner of several prestigious awards, tells a story of a young orphan destined for heroics. It's visually beautiful. This is an action platformer and created by Moon Studios, which features hand-painted artwork, beautiful animated character performance and a fully orchestrated score. There's loads of features in the definitive edition, and Ori and the Blind Forest explores a deeply emotional story about love, sacrifice and the hope that exists in all. I was absolutely thrilled that this came to the Nintendo Switch, which brings us nicely on to the sequel, Ori and the Will of the Wisps, another absolutely must-buy game. Another 75% off on this one, only in the UK and Europe though for both of these games. However, if you're in the US, you can buy from these regions. I'll leave you a handy guide down below. For me, if you love the first game, you're going to absolutely love the second. An emotional story, beautiful environments, and an absolutely brilliant soundtrack as well. Ori and his journey will be with a bunch of new characters who will help you uncover the mysterious fate of Ori. And there's also leaderboards in the Spirit Trials mode if you like that sort of thing and you like speed runs. So, a fantastic game. You should buy both if you haven't already. Darkest Dungeon has its lowest price ever in all regions, a game that's made to make you suffer with its core mechanics of stress, depression and disease. And right from the get-go, this bleak Victorian world imposes its dark gothic presence upon you with its dark narration and color palette. Your aim is to delve deep into a manor house which has been taken over by evil, and you hire a set of vagabonds turned heroes, and soon after they are dead. The action takes place as a dungeon crawler strategy RPG, complete with character classes, leveling systems, and much more. And as you push your characters, they become stressed and get ill, and it becomes a strategic challenge to decide which characters to take with you into each raid and how deep you push. Balancing that along with your base camp building and upgrades make for some tough decisions and forward planning. An absolutely brilliant game if you haven't played this one. If you love your FPS games, there's not much better than Wolfenstein 2 The New Colossus. I don't need to say much about this one, do I? Other than it's at its lowest price ever in the UK and in Europe. A fantastic campaign here where you play as BJ Blazkowicz. You get to protect your family and your friends and forge new alliances. But what I love about this one is you just cause carnage with some unbelievable weapons and taking out enemies. It's a brilliant port, runs really nice and smooth. You can't ask for much more than this. If you haven't picked this one up, this is the lowest price, as I said, it's ever been in the UK and in Europe. For our American friends, you can buy from these regions. Remember, look in the description for our handy guide. Has it really been 20 years since Diablo 2 graced us with its presence? Well, yes it has. Time absolutely flies, especially when you're having fun. Diablo 2 has been resurrected in the definitive remastering and its Lord of Destruction expansion, which were two entries from Blizzard Entertainment. A dungeon crawler, absolutely love this one, put many hours into it, get to ascend the Forgotten Tower, blaze a trail through the jungles of Karust, and storm the gates of hell to defeat Diablo himself. I very much recommend that you play this cooperatively with a friend. Makes the experience far more fantastic in my opinion. But you can play this solo if you want to, and you can even get involved in PvP duels outside of the towns. I can't recommend this one enough. And again, there's more games on sale in Europe and the UK this week, so unfortunately our friends in the US don't have this one on sale right now, but again, make sure you check out other regions for some great prices. Spyro Reignited, the trilogy, has the original 3 games, giving you access to 100 levels which have now been reimagined with lush environments and stunning new details. This 3D platformer, surely many of you are familiar with Spyro the Dragon by now. These 3 games are absolutely fantastic, brilliant for families, brilliant for kids. Anyone who wants to play these, who haven't played it before, you now get it in HD and you can relive some of your favorite moments if you did play these in the past. If you haven't, still a great experience if you love your 3D platformers. Lowest price ever in the UK and in Europe. That's why we like to cover more than one region. Now, we do get a lot of questions in the comments. Just want to answer it here. Look, we have access to all regions. So the way to do that, you have to have different email for all of the regions. So we have one for the UK, one for sort of Japanese market, American market, and then that way we can access and buy games, and they all link to our Nintendo Switch, and that way you can just buy games from different regions for prices that are more accommodating at the time. So be sure to do that if you are a digital purchaser, as games just don't all go on sale at the same time in all regions, as you can see from this video this week. Now, if you've been watching us long enough, you'll see in my videos I tend to repeat myself quite a lot when it comes to lowest priced games ever, because I like to tell you which games are at their lowest price, because everybody wants a bargain. Now, Chris Tales, I paid £35 at the time. It's now just $4.99, 86% off in all regions this time, and I don't regret one moment of paying that money, because here you have innovative combat and a classic RPG gameplay, and this has exploration of how our heroes echo through time. You can experience the past, present and future simultaneously, and peer in and learn from the past to decide your actions in the present. I found it quite unique and I really enjoyed it. Fascinating story and characters, and it's beautifully hand-drawn 2D world. Really enjoyed this one. I bought the physical edition because I'm a physical collector, but if you're a digital person, then this one is a great price right now. New Super Lucky's Tale is a great 3D platformer, really colourful, great experience, and a variety of gameplay on the Nintendo Switch, ranging from 3D open world hubs to story-based adventure levels to your 2D scrolling challenges. This is a true love letter to those classic 3D platformer games, and with 67% off, this is a great one for family, children alike that can play this one and just enjoy all together. A really fantastic little game, loads of collectibles and secrets to find as well. I really enjoyed this one with my daughter actually, and we played the whole way through. So one to enjoy over New Year's. Which brings us on to Doom and Doom Eternal. Both have 75% off. If you love your FPS games, then both are fantastic ports on the Nintendo Switch from Panic Button, where you just get to take out loads of demons with those fantastic weapons at your disposal. Can't go wrong with either Doom or Doom Eternal. I prefer the first, love the soundtrack, that rock soundtrack on the first game is brilliant, but you know, some of you will probably prefer the second, but I certainly preferred the first. Wasn't as much platforming in that one, but anyway, either way, can't go wrong with either of these. Both fantastic prices right now on the Nintendo eShop. And lastly today, ladies and gentlemen, we have Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled, one of those buggy kart racers. You either love these or you hate them. I love them. And here it's all about power sliding to take the win. Jordan reviewed this one on the channel for more detail. He stirred a little bit of controversy because he didn't particularly like the power sliding, which is what it's all about. But sometimes we disagree here at the channel too. I loved it. He wasn't so keen, but check out his review anyway. I'll leave a link in the top right hand corner for you, and you can buy this one at a great price in the UK and in Europe. So sorry for our US friends this week. There's a lot more deals in the UK and Europe, but as I say, we try to cover all regions and we put the best prices down when we find them for you. Thank you so much for your support, ladies and gentlemen. If you are new here, then make sure you subscribe and hit that bell notification. That would be much appreciated. For all of your support in 2022, thank you very much indeed. We hope to see you in 2023. Don't forget to check out www.switchwatch.net, where you can buy the vouchers to buy these games on the Nintendo eShop in your local region. That helps out the channel. We appreciate that a lot as well. And thank you to all of our producers that continue to support us on a monthly basis. You've been absolutely incredible. And if you're still watching, you're an absolute legend. We hope to see you all again in 2023. Happy New Year, everybody. Take care, enjoy your time with your friends and families, and we'll see you again very soon on the next one.